Alright, we're sitting at the threshold of runway 21 right at Earnest Love Field in Prescott, Arizona, or Prescott as the locals call it. And we're going to take off and fly over to Sedona today. And I need to contact the tower and get permission to take off.
Prescott Tower Piper November 258 Delta Zulu ready at runway 21 right east departure.
Piper November 258 Delta Zulu altimeter 29.9er tree wind 160 at 7. East departure approved. Cleared for takeoff runway 21 right.
Cleared for takeoff runway 21 right. Piper 8 Delta Zulu. Alright, so here we go. We're at a pretty high elevation. So I'm hoping this runway is comfortable enough. It's not very long. They offered me the longer one and I mistakenly chose this one instead. Here we go. Yeah, it's not bad at all. This is such a capable little airplane.
Prescott Tower Piper November 258 Delta Zulu continue for east departure.
Got some very fond childhood memories in this area. My family used to go to a church summer camp that was right in that area over there, and I spent a summer there at youth camp and had a pretty good time. Thank you for your service today. Appreciate it. Piper 8 Delta Zulu.
Delta Zulu frequency change.
Oh, come on. Come on. I have a pretty bodacious tailwind up here. 180 knots ground speed with just 137 knots airspeed. Woo! Alright, so let's make sure I've got everything done. My gear is up, my flaps are up. I need 37.4 inches of manifold pressure, 2400 RPM. And let's go ahead and lean out. And that should be about right. Okay, I think we're good. I think we've got sufficient altitude to clear these hills over here. We'll fly through that saddle. Wow. 186 miles, or excuse me, 186 knots ground speed. That's well over 200 miles per hour. Airspeed is 245 or 145 knots. Alright, I can't remember if I've taken you for a ride in this wonderful little airplane yet or not. It's incredibly capable. Typical cruising speed is a little under 200 miles an hour. We're doing well over that right now. We've got some good tailwind. So it shouldn't take us long to get to our destination. It's not that far away. I love the swirls and fingerprints that they've imprinted on the plexiglass in these models. Yeah, we're going to get a little bumpy over this ridge, I have no doubt. With a tailwind, the wind is pushing up these hills and coming up from beneath us. And it's probably going to give us a little more tailwind until we get to the other side, when it's going to give some downdraft. And we'll be fighting to hang on to our altitude for just a little bit. And there we go. Watch that altitude drop. Oh yeah. Letting the autopilot do everything right now. And it's struggling a little bit to hang on. There we go. Yep, we're already getting pretty close. We're halfway there. Prescott's a nice area that's filled with pleasant memories for me. Sedona is just a stunningly scenic and beautiful area. Very popular resort destination. Red rock canyons and interesting geographic features. It'll be interesting to see. I haven't been there in this simulator yet, so it'll be interesting to see how well it represents some of those features. Alright, I see the airport already. That little mesa just to the left off our nose there is where the airport is. The town is down in the valley beside it to our left. I'm going to go ahead and start slowing down a little bit. I'm going to circle around and come in from the north to south. Trying to remember not to move my head around too wildly so that you can maintain a view of what's going on. But as I fly, I have to do some motion to make sure I'm keeping an eye on things. Alright, I'm going to take it off of autopilot now, and I'm going to circle around through. Some of these famous formations, we'll see if any of them show up the way they should. It's a bit of a turbulence. See, we're getting batted around a little bit by the wind, and the ground has excuse me, this much texture, and when the sun is up to heat the earth, we can expect a fair bit of convective turbulence and wind things going on around here. There's the airport on that tabletop right there. Let me go ahead and switch to my other fuel tank. Yeah, this doesn't look bad. Some of the rock formations should be looking a little different, but as we get closer to them, maybe they will form into the shapes that I'm used to. I'm going to listen to Sedona's ATIS here and make sure I know what the wind is doing. $212. Alrighty. So mostly south. Yeah, that's going to be pretty nearly on the nose. That's not too bad. Hello. Put my gear down to help me slow down a little bit more. I don't understand why I keep sinking into the seat in this from my visual perspective. It's kind of strange. Oh yeah, feel those drafts. Good heavens. Feel like I'm on an elevator going up right now. And give it one notch of flaps. And I'm going to come in a little faster than I would like to on this, because I remember that there is very often some turbulence near the threshold of the runway. I want to make sure I have enough speed to keep flying and to be able to do a go around if I need to. If I come in too slow and I lose lift, then it'll slam me into the wall in front of the runway. Altitude is your friend, and you can trade speed for altitude. One more notch of flaps. Yeah, it's sinking hard. Yeah, come on. Come on. Yeah. All right. Floating, floating. Come on. Sit down, sit down, sit down. There we go. Not too bad. See if we can avoid getting run over by this little tug here. Woo! Or that airborne automobile over there. Ground's a little bumpy. Absurdly bumpy, actually. I don't think that's realistic. Yeah, let's come around this barren with a strangely shaped tail, and we'll park right here. Yeah, that should do it. Alright. Nice little short jaunt from Prescott to Sedona. Hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride.